Come and get you. I'll come and see you in a minute.
Oh, look.
It's that new flex header that I did that video on the other day.
Pardon?
It's that new header that I did in the video when I said I was upgrading the combine, you know.
Oh, the back door.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot better with that than that other little one, isn't it?
Pieces.
Yeah, for shiz. Right, let's do some slurry.
Good how it's got the belt rather than the auger. How's your day been today?
Today, Tara was doing lots of paperwork. I had to help her a little bit with that today, and Tara says hi, John,
Good evening.
and yeah, we went and did some shopping this afternoon. It's like a big excursion. Not they made a new Lidl's right in Wales, which is the next town over from us. Wales, that's in WELLS, and yeah, so we shot down to there to check it out. You know, that was a highlight of our day. Yeah, came back and then done some dinner and stuff like that. Tara's packed up in there crocheting, and I've been having a tickle on here. So
you've had a whale of a time then.
yeah, you know, living the life of rock stars, mate.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah.
A lot easier when you're shopping for equipment on the farm, eh? Rather than going food shopping.
Yeah. I think you've got to leave the sofa for one.
I was just going to say that. Great line sink alike.
It's a beautiful day today, though, and it's still a bit brisk out there in places, but sunshine's
Skies.
yeah, nice and dry, mate. So I think now I've said that, I think it's actually going to rain Saturday, but it's meant to come a bit warmer next week. Then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we're -3 tonight. I think it is.
Yeah, we're still getting a frost here overnight, in the mornings, like -2 odd.
You don't mind it when it's blue skies and sunshine during the day.
No, exactly.
It's
It's like pissing with rain and blowing a hoolie, blowing the wind and that. That's no fun. Tara loves all that. Just depressingly dark weather. don't you, dear?
You were kicked off the sofa there now.
She finds it beautiful, so which is, you know, it can be very beautiful, can it? But it is a very beautiful day, yeah. Yeah.
Give it a couple of weeks, we'll be possibly going forward.
Yeah, end of March, isn't it? Clocks go forward, so not far off now, are we? It's 7 o'clock-ish, I think it's still light just about down here.
Yeah. Aye, we're getting there. Certainly things are improving.
Soon be silage time, mate. All you'll be able to smell is cut grass everywhere.
But you just love it, eh?
Oh, yes. So much better now. I got rid of that other BGA. I had 3 BGAs down here, one of each size, but man, I was struggling to keep up.
I think you were trying to compare what one was best.
Well, it's weird. One took more manure than the other one. One eats more silage than the other one. The slurry didn't seem to go anywhere. But bearing in mind, I just fast forwarded 2 months. There's quite a bit of stuff I can put in today, but yeah, I just couldn't keep up with them all. And then because because I deleted the smallest one of the two, it made me, I was able to put a decent sized clamp in down there, you know, the big bunker, rather than cocking about with these little ones, because there's still that issue with the silage fill limit. If you put it up above the walls, like you say, you can't get all the silage out the pit, so it's a glitch. But so yeah, having a big one out just gets around that, you know.
You're making regular saves still as well.
Say again, John?
Saying I take it you're just making regular saves as well, just to cover us.
Yeah.
Of all those maps that are still releasing and creating, I know that Giants will be obviously waiting to later in the year to release some of the big stuff and what have you, but this is still my favourite map so far.
Yeah, totally, mate. Yeah, that's what I said to everyone else. It'd take a lot to sort of budge me off this map. I think there's like, let's just say there's 10 maps that have come out now. There's about 9 or 10 or 11 maps now in there. And I think, like I said to you the other day, you know, none of them are pulling my chain at all. You know, I install them, I float around them quickly in construction, look at it all, and I'm just like, nope, uninstall. Yeah. I don't want big flat prairie maps in American style. You know, I don't want silly little Polish, you know, non-featureless flat maps.
A bit of texture, a bit hill, a bit gradient.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, the next English map that comes out, everyone's going to pounce on it. You know, I mean, I haven't looked in the game list. I'm sure, no doubt, you know, half the world is downloading all these new maps, and they're online. You know, but it just doesn't interest me, mate. I couldn't see myself building anything or putting anything on any of those sort of setups, you know.
Yeah.
But each their own. I bet someone's loving their map somewhere. I mean, especially like, you know, obviously guys that are in Europe and that, they probably think, oh, this is lovely, you know, whereas we're all about the English maps, aren't we? Or similar. What's the Scottish map, mate? I can't do a Scottish accent, do forgive me, John. What's the Scottish map, mate?
Right, fine, I'll let you off. For some of us, it's just natural, eh? It's in our blood.
They did have one, didn't they? Was it on 22?
Gateshead map.
That's it, that's right, Gateshead was, wasn't it? I had that on 22. Bloody good map. Along with,
Oh, it wasn't Gateshead, it was just Gateshead, just
Gateshead, was it?
The rest of Scotland. I think it was just not far from here, Yorkshire.
Yeah, I've still got that on 22. You know, I almost thought about putting that on tonight, because I was thinking about what to do with myself, you know. And I've still got a few mates that are kicking about on 22. And I know I've got 22 on the PS4 and the PS5, but yeah, it was a good map, just like Valley Springs, wasn't it, you know.
Yeah.
That was a tight old map as well, though, that Gatehead one at times. Like this one is, you know.
Could make a map based around the borders here. Plenty of hills and plenty of sheep.
When you look at the mod bank, whatever you want to call it now, for 22, there's about 100 maps on there, isn't there? So you imagine in another 6 months' time what's going to be available in this game.
It's not going to be far away.
It's only a matter of time until they start pumping out some decent. You know, they must have a strategy. You know, just tickle out a few here and there that aren't brilliant, and then suddenly bang. I can't imagine how it works, but whether the modders are bidding for the right to be able to release these maps or whatever they do, but there's no mod.
Even towards the tail end of
no modders
last year, they were still when they still released this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Maps that were coming out for 22 as well.
Yeah, totally. But I was saying, not to badmouth anybody, because I mean, no modder thinks, oh, I've made a shit map, but I'll sell it to Giants, because it just doesn't work like that, does it? You know, they think every map's brilliant, don't they? But as a seasoned player, as we are,
if they don't think it's good, nobody's going to play it.
Yeah. I mean, I ain't even played it from. I mean, the oldest game I knew of was 15, but I started at 17, so that's still 8 or 9 years nearly now, 8 years I think on that. I've been playing this game, you know. So you're only talking for a
I
little
can
bit of
remember the first
experience
map I
on
ever played was Ravenport in Thompson
was it?
19. And thinking to yourself, you started off with the Holland TX32,
Yeah.
and you're like, is this as big the fields get? And not actually realising what was actually out there, eh? And you went to, I think it was Field 8 at
Yeah.
Ravenport, and it was sugar beet that we planted in. I can remember it must have taken me about 10 hours to harvest that.
Yeah. You got a good shot on the shaders a minute, yeah.
Okay, just now, yeah.
Are you on the live view?
Just had a wee look.
Are you on it now, right now?
Yeah, we've got
Check out my number
Dante,
plate.
Ronnie, evening.
That's Tara.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, yeah. Check out my number plate on my shit tanker.
Wow. Just waiting for you to crash.
Never. Yeah. Levels are on this. So that needs manure and silage. See, because I fast forwarded 2 months, I've run out of everything, so it's going to take me 10-15 minutes to catch up with you. Just going to fill up all this silage and
Yeah,
manure
we
in
know
the
you're not the
meantime.
quickest. Get in the end,
Hey?
you get there and then.
I just thought actually I've got a tractor I can sort out with. Yeah. Let's have a look at see what Johnny's doing. it certainly makes a difference in these fields with that bigger head, I think, doesn't it? I've still got a little combine there in reserve. Nice one. Yeah, you see what I mean now? Can you see what I'm doing on your screen? Left hand side of that pit is just solid, but you can't pick it up, you can't remove it, you can't dig it out with a loader. And yeah, that's all because, I think I moaned about this the other day, didn't I? Because that little bit there is above the wall, it doesn't make properly. Well, it makes, but it won't let you unload it. So you can imagine when this was like 2 or 3 foot up above the wall, where it allows you to fit it to, and the sheet goes over, it's all fine. This side, it doesn't do it, but it's always on that side of the clamp. It did it on that clamp over there. So I shan't use these anymore after this. Might just park stuff in it or fill it full of shit or something. But yeah, I shan't be using it for silage. So I've got a big bunker down there.
Well aware that there's a Clissold pack now as well for like doing your sugar beets and stuff and carrots and parsnips and all your root crops that you love.
Yeah. I drew the line at getting the what's it called, the TARDIS forage wagon, because like yourself, when you said about it earlier tonight, when you're on your own, yeah, it's spot on it. You just keep going back and forth in the fields and that. But I wouldn't like to base my gameplay on those sort of setups. You know what I mean? But yeah, they're fucking handy, mate, when you want them to be in there.
When you're just yourself and you want to get things done and moving in the right direction.
Yeah, you can go and combine 2 or 3 fields, and to be honest, you'll get all the straw swaths in 2 loads, you know, without going back every 30 tonne as it is, you know, doing 20 loads. It's a bonus, isn't it?
Like, so you're doing things like that. It was the other day when we were doing silage on this map. I think we'd actually were selling it at the sell point up at the top. Next to field 47. Or
Right.
the forest at 47, 32 and 47.
Yeah.
And we kind of were having like a one-way system. It worked really, really well.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, in the right situation, I'm sure that's all brilliant. Like I say, to be honest, like harvesting carrots and peas and that sort of crap, and even taters and sugar beet. If you can put a Colossus header, what is it, something ridiculous like 50 metres, isn't it? 50-metre header or
Even
something.
that, if you had it, maybe 12 metres maximum, or
Yeah.
even 9 would be ample enough.
Making it better than, what is it, 3 at the most, and 2.5 sometimes, isn't it?
Maximum about 6 metres, is it not?
Is it? So I say the small ones are like 3, aren't they? That's a complete ball breaker.
Even those ploughs as well, the lizard, 6 metres, 12 metres. It makes ploughing a bit more fun.
Yeah, that's what I've got. I've got a 9 and a 12, I think. Or it might be a 6 and a 9, I think. But
You're not having to go daft with the 26-metre plough and stuff.
yeah, there was a mega one, wasn't there? I had that on Riverbend Springs. But you couldn't get it down the
If you're
road.
trying to create a game for people to join, it's get yourself established.
Yeah.
And let's face it, it's, what the folks that you play with and the people that you meet, that's what makes the game.
Yeah, we've had some great laughs, haven't we? Like, you can belly laughing at times, isn't it? You know, like.
Oh, massively. It's not just that when you're playing a game like this, you're all on the same page.
Yeah. Right, I'll just do a couple of. Well, I'm unloading manure into each. I think that'll do. I'll come and join you. I'm cheating. I'm using the auto load next to the bunker. The haste.
There's a lot later what it is.
Yeah, it's only 20. Well, normally because we don't get on it till 8 o'clock, isn't it? That's why you end up on so late. But that's my theory, anyway.
So you get off at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and you know that's a session.
Mate, I haven't done that for time. Like, I think it was me and you. Well, me and you, and me and Steve, you know, the MX-150 Phoenix, like, you know.
Oh, definitely.
You two are the only people I've ever done that with. But yeah, that was a night you were like, oh, we'll just do a bit more, Simon, just do a bit more. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, John. That's what I said to you, the best
farm. You're trying to catch your beauty sleep and I'm not letting you have it.
Yeah. As I said, you're like the best farm manager in the world. Just get anybody to just do a little bit more.
A little bit more. Just a bit of praise, a bit of...
Problem is, like, half an hour goes by on this game, like 10 minutes in real life, doesn't it? It's, you think, oh yeah, we'll just finish that field. And that's an hour gone, isn't it?
So you could do... So field 29, if you chaff all that, it'll take you at least 2.5 hours.
Yeah. I'll start earning some more money. Video will start.
It as well. Make people feel like they're appreciated and stuff, they'll go that wee bit further as well, eh?
Yeah, that's right, mate, yeah. The video will start selling. I've put all my grain in 2 harvests into the store. I'm probably going to get to a point where it won't take any more soon. The video will start selling.
Are you local, are you?
Yeah. But I think this December is the time to start selling all the grain, like get a couple of lorries on and start shifting it out.
Is linseed quite a good price?
Say again? Linseed, yeah, well, everything's at top price in December, more or less, isn't it? Apart from, I think it's soybeans is something random like June or August, isn't it?
Yeah. But if you were starting out and you had to have you could only have one mod, what mod would you choose?
One mod? Oof. It's a hellish question, John. One mod.
But if you ask myself that question, it would have to be the plough.
I think you're right, yeah, because it's the biggest, you can get away with most other things as they are in the game, innit? But yeah, I think 4 meters is the top plough you can buy in the game, innit? So to go anything above that, and it's a slow old job, innit? And yeah, definitely.
And I personally think as well, especially in Scotland here, they don't just cultivate, they do plough.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I start getting myself into a hole talking about it, but min-till was a whole process that came in with it to produce like less soil destruction and stuff by not ploughing every year and that, and compaction and panning of the ground by driving over, like ploughing and creating a plough pan and stuff like that, and then it would take less passes. You wouldn't have to cultivate and power harrow it and work it down so much, so it saved diesel, it saved lots of different things. And then I'm not 100% sure what I'm saying, but I can imagine that after so many years of min-till, you need to plough it over just to sort of refresh the ground a little bit, possibly. I'm sure one of my farmer friends will...
Or the nutrients in the ground as well.
I think one of my farmer friends will quote me on that, but yeah, I think a lot of it as well is to do with not releasing so much carbon as well. Do you know what I mean? You can reduce less carbon by min-till than by cultivating and just or direct drilling seed into unmoved ground than you are by ploughing it over all the time. But then it's got other pluses and minuses to do with drainage and compaction and all sorts of crap. So yeah, I'm not.
Oh, definitely.
You know me, I've been out of the game for nearly 10 years now. So, but who's Crumbs? Crumbs is on the other server, isn't he?
That is Toasty, I believe.
Is that Toasty? Is it Toasty? I did see a message from him a minute ago. It's Toast. Right, Toast. How you doing, mate?
Oh, beg your pardon. Sorry, Toast.
Yeah, Cougar Farm official, yeah. Mate, I looked at going on your server tonight, but it was dead. There's not one person on it. And, yeah, I thought there was a few more. I might have come on and done a bit of something. I pushed up your silage for you in one of your pits last night. You probably noticed that. But and I bought a tractor and put it in the shed, but that's about as far as I got last night.
You'll be wondering who filled up the 3 silage bunkers today as well. Yeah, that was me, guilty.
Yeah, and John, as John just said, he filled up one of your bunkers today. I think it was field 29. He said you cut, didn't he?
Done the whole 29 eye.
Yeah.
3 bunkers were partially filled, so I just made them 100%. Back to dumbing.
Yeah, yeah.
If I've done wrong, I do have my hand up.
No, he's just said on the screen there, thank you, thank John from me, so he says thank you, mate.
Updated my tractor as well, got 1050 cent. Not joining in?
No, I think he, like he just said, it's mainly the weekend that pops off on that server, but he's obviously busy doing something else. But the thing is, he's on PC, so you can't tell when we're online. So. Toast, if you want to join, if you want to join or get involved in Discord me, mate, and we'll sort out the game name for it. I'm sure you're busy doing your own stuff.
That man never stops.
It's flat out, and he essentially runs that job, doesn't he?
I do feel sorry for him with that pre-mulcher, like with a tree we got on it was so much easier.
Yeah, do you know what? I clipped a video of us doing that. I got the whole session, like the whole hour when I joined, and I clipped it down to 10 minutes. But I thought twice about putting it on. It is a bit same old, same old.
Glitched out, like. Farm Simulator 19, was there not a chipper that you got?
Chipper?
Actually getting money from your wood chips.
Oh, you could put it in your yard, couldn't you? It was replaceable, wasn't it?
Oh no, you had the other one as well that was like basically, it was similar to a tree big one, but it was a chipper.
Right.
If you didn't get the tree in the right spot, it wouldn't take it like it.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm going to make bales as well.
No, I'm going to pick up all the loose as much as I can and fill that hay loft, that straw loft back up. And then make bales for the next field over. We've got some soybeans in there. We'll go back the other
leads if you like fish.
When we go back the other when we go back the other way and do the oats and that, we'll make bales down there, I reckon.
Red bales for a change?
Nah, fuck that. Sorry, no, bugger that. No, square bales all day.
Yeah, square bales all day.
Yeah, fuck the round bales, mate. Toast says, you let John on a big class. He's taking care of the job, Toast. He's got a new combine. That's only got, I think you were the last person to drive that. You were the first person to drive that, John, when you, I think we only did one field with it, didn't we? We parked it up.
Yeah, it was done in 40 seconds. Well, not 40 seconds, but a lot quicker than this one anyway.
Tony says he loves doing round bells. Oh, mate, I hate the whole stopping starting job of it.
Get the fist one?
Vicon, it's better, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sure there's a mod out there that let you keep going and keep travelling with it. But I just remember going back to UK farming with Steve and that. You used to do shitloads of Van Balen on there, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I went the first time. I know there was a gatehead map. There was one of the fields that was like on a hill.
Yeah.
So basically, we'd round build that whole field, and without even really like putting much thought in it, we just let all the bales roll down the hill.
Just got them all at the bottom, right?
When you came in to collect them, they were all in the one spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And was it not the French map? Steve, well, he asked me to jump in the baler, and before he knew where he was, the whole field was round baled.
Yeah.
It was like I'd started off something with that, like, eh?
Yeah, you're like a man possessed, isn't it?
Pretty much.
I better tip one of those trainers for you and take it down the field, don't I?
Oh, you're fine.
You gonna tip him, or do you want me to tip it for you? You're gonna go on to canola next, are you?
Yeah, I can do.
I put this one at the top. Actually, I'll leave this at the bottom, which you'll get all that bit in your tank, won't you?
Yeah, a little bit far away.
I'll leave this one here and I'll go and take the other one back. I need to look at my phone a minute while this is tipping. It's fucking buzzing left, right and centre. Soon be fag time as well.
I was thinking of going for a light refreshment. A light refreshment.
A wee beverage.
A wee one.
If I leave you, just take these traders over where you want to put them. Leave it down the other end of the field there.
You know what it is?
I'll leave them both empty for you. What you won't be able to do is, well, unless you just fucking drive through. I think actually, if you're looking at the far side of that field, there should be a big enough gap to go through the hedge. But you can't put that. I can remember telling you, you can't really put that on the back of the combine very well, can you?
It's a struggle, it's...
Yeah.
The drop-off's no long enough.
But I think I've done it in most of these big fields. I've made there's big enough spaces to go from field to field without folding up.
What is it you say? If it's on, it's gone.
It's on, it's gone. That's it. Mate, you always start putting AO work on it if you wanted to. It's up to you if you're a bit, you know.
Not at all.
Cool. Okay.
We're here to take part, here to take over. Unless you want me to do something else, like.
No, mate, if you're happy, you're happy. It's all good.
Oh, of course.
I'm not going to bother reseeding or re-drilling anything till September, so just about getting shit cut. There's always the maize to go on back onto. I wanted to make some hay before or by August time. Yeah.
Yeah, the field's all prepped and ready to rock and roll.
In between that, there's the bloody cows to sort out. So I've only got so many cows. I'm trying to create manure, you know.
Somebody you don't get enough the way.
No, for the BJ, it doesn't. It's like, you know, you create shitloads of slurry, but manure doesn't seem to be a big giver, does it? Considering the BJ, you know, okay, if you activate it, that is, but the BJ does eat a lot of shit, doesn't it? Like that. So.
Definitely.
Which way you go around? This one. Right, see where I am, you'll easily get to here, won't you? John?
Yeah, I'm just trying to see where you are.
So yeah, you'll get to where I am, won't you?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'll go and get the other tractor. Right, I might be able to. I'm pretty sure I can get in the passenger seat with you on the combine, can't I?
Can you?
I think so. If I do that and leave the camera on you, I'll go have a cigarette. There we go.
I don't know. Can you jump on or not?
I think so, yeah. I can't even see you on the map at the moment. Bloody field, isn't it, dickhead? Yeah. Let's have a go. Should do, because it's got a passenger seat in it, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're getting the tractors and trucks together, so. There we go. Right, some shit on it. You can't go forward either, I'm on the steps, can you? Can you lead even behind? Oh, bugger it. I'll stick it in a cattle field while going for a cigarette.
I don't know if you could put it in like construction mode. Just like hover right over the top.
Actually, that's a good point, Johnny. Good thinking. Outside eyes, you see. You'll be a bit of a speck in the distance soon, that's the only thing, but I'll leave it at that. I'll be as quick as I can, alright?
Yeah, no worries.
Right, back after that brief interval.
Interval? I thought you were dead.
Well, just sorted out a couple of drinks for me and Tara. Do the rounds.
Thank you very much.
I can't reach you, John, in Scotland. Sorry, mate.
I see. Passing through.
You didn't get a beverage, did you?
I've not been yet. Is it?
Some of us don't stop, do they, John?
Is it all hands to the pump, eh?
That's how.
Or steel mill. So then Somerset, here begs the question, have you thought about merchandise yet?
Merchandise. Mate, I'm at 62, I think 62 or 63 subscribers. I'm about 100,000 off of that, yeah.
Right, okay, so what's wrong with a big pen then?
A pen?
At least a pen.
A Somerset big pen. Somerset Smith. The Somerset style used to be, didn't it, on PS4? Somerset style.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, the world's the oyster, isn't it? Caps, t-shirts, socks.
T-shirts in Scotland, you must be joking. Body warmers and hats and stuff.
Fucking long johns up there, isn't it?
Long johns and
Woolly hats.
big rigger boots.
Mugs.
There's a few of them, I suppose.
Yeah, that's the bonus of this.
Try to promote your channel, eh?
Yeah, I think the algorithm's picking it up pretty well now. I was watching it on Sunday, and to be honest, mate, it was just bubbling away in the background. I was getting like 10 views on average an hour. I've gone from 12,000 to 12,800 in 4 or 5 days. So it's quite nice. And then suddenly Monday's just like bosh, you know. Right, Owen? Owen's saying alright. Say hello to Owen.
Evening.
Evening. Owen, you on, mate? Are you online or not? So quickly reply there. He's probably just watching us. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this trailer, I've got 148 or 150 ton, haha. But that would have been 12 loads, wouldn't it? Back and forth with the other normal box.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So at times like this is when this trailer comes in handy, but like you say, the Colossal was just... How big is the Colossus? What does that take? Something like 200, 500 ton or something silly?
Yeah.
This will take 200. And essentially this is the size of about 16 ton in real life, so... Owen says he's not on this evening, but probably will be Thursday. Yeah, mate, well look, if I'm not on mine, you know we'll be on someone somewhere. What have you got going on your end then, John? Have you got a map still present somewhere, or...?
I think, yeah, the calmsden office I've put it that because there were that many issues, but at the start,
Yeah.
see what everybody else is just now.
Look at me, I'm going to say the dreaded words, right? We haven't crashed yet tonight on multiplayer, which is unusual for my game because I haven't done the restart, you know.
Yeah.
But
That's it,
yeah.
gone now, like.
Fuck it, I'm going to save it quickly, hang on. Bless you, Tara.
There you go, you could put Somerset Smith t-shirt, picture of Tara. That would get likes in.
Yeah. Right, that's that field picked up.
You're thinking to yourself, chuckle, 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 eh?
Oh, mate, she'd make all the money for me for sure.
I thought she did anyway.
She takes care of all the money, mate. Yeah, she's the boss. Yeah, you don't spend it, darling, do you? You just allocate it and send it places and stuff, and yeah.
Send it places.
Send it away.
Where you going on holiday this year, Maldives?
She buys books. That's about it, really. She's not a woman that likes to buy clothes and bags and shoes and shit. And she's by no means high maintenance, yeah, but she loves books. She's a total bookworm. Yeah, so and if she can get them second hand, she will. So offline, you know. So she's still thrifty as, you know.
About this green stuff and reusing and eco-friendly, and that's the way to go.
Yeah. So you pretty much stored everything up, didn't you? All the cattle barns and that, didn't you?
Yeah, all built.
I'll put this straight in the hay loft, so I'll have to check a bit of the fence. It's done.
Well, you know how we're always fun about trying to get people into your games and stuff, and they've got more interest and what have you. Like, if you do silage and what have you, you can run trailers and what have you, and you always find that you've never got enough catters.
Yeah, exactly.
People run trailers back and to and fro and stuff. What else can you do on it that's going to keep everybody occupied, eh?
Well, this is the thing. I'm pretty what's the word? I don't know what the word is, but like when it comes to cultivating and reseeding, you know, drilling and that, I'll always bang an AI worker on it, you know. Normally as well, because now this farm has got to the size it has, like I need to be pottering around and doing other bits at the same time. Like, don't forget, I spent 20 years going up and down fields and that. And it's like, in real life and that. At the time, obviously, it was bloody brilliant, but I couldn't do it on a game. You know, I'll do the foraging myself, the combining, the mowing. I pretty much will do slurry myself as well, because that's pretty good in between. But all the cultivations, ploughing, drilling and stuff like that, I'll put an AI worker on it, you know. But if you had a few of us on, then I would definitely say, right, okay, let's go cultivating the season together, because you know there's a rolling as well, you know. So if you get 2 or 3 of you, you soon get across the ground, don't you?
Like you think as well, it's like everybody wants to be doing the same thing. So if one person's got a trailer, tractor and trailer, and they're helping somebody chaff, you've got 7 people on the back of that that want to do the exact same thing, eh?
Yeah. I just can't wait to get my mate. I told you about James the other day, didn't I, Jimbo? When he comes on, mate, that's going to be...
Yeah, he's got a PS5.
Yeah, fucking epic. He went away and bought a PS5 and bought the game on a Sunday afternoon. Come back, plugged it in, and was hooked. He's hooked just from watching the vids, you know. Like I told you, he's worked on farms, and he mainly worked for contracting teams, but definitely worked on farms all his life before he went on the Arctics, you know, on the lorries and that. And yeah, he's hooked, line and sinker, mate. So once he's got himself, we're going to come on here together a little bit, or I'm going to go on his. I think he's loaded up Riverbend Springs on his farm, and
Okay.
we get together, just iron out any things that he's got questions about, or little bits and pieces, and then we'll get him on a live, like, you know. But that'd be epic, because I say, like, you know, we've done all this in real life together, so to get on here and do it would just be fucking mint.
Definitely. Just... I'm right in thinking you've just got the cows on the body now.
Sorry, mate.
And I'm right in thinking you've just got cows going just now.
Cows?
Yeah.
How do you mean, mate? Sorry. Oh, you mean animals-wise, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got that poxy little pig.
Well.
I got that silly little pigs. Yeah, pig thing, and I got a little pen of sheep
chickens.
there. Yeah, we've got some chooks as well.
Have you got a field of wheat or barley just to feed the chickens, or?
So yeah, I've got I got the sheep there. That was young stock, but I fast forwarded time that, and that's grown up now to, it's gone past heifers now, so it's all cows, chickens in there. But what I've got is, you know, you've got this this grain store here on the side.
Oh yeah.
With a hatch in the floor there. In there I've got like about 10 ton of wheat, 10 ton of barley, thereabouts, you know, soybeans for the pigs, a bit of canola in there as well for the pigs. But so that's all close to hand to fill up the chicken bin, and feed the pigs with as well. So then obviously sheep is just hay. I don't know what's wrong with this barn. It takes hay and it doesn't take hay. Sometimes it doesn't seem to. I think it relies on the grass, because the grass will feed them through the summer months, won't it? And then as soon as it comes to the winter months, it'll start taking the hay.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I feed all these on TMR. And I was doing TMR for these, but I find that it's using the straw and the hay quite quickly. So what I was going to do, for instance, was just for one little mix-up. If we'd have had a couple on tonight, I'd have got them to mow this field here, pick it up as a forage wagon, and then just feed straight grass into these beef barns. Because they're out of food nearly in a minute, but I might just chuck a few hay bales at them. And then these two barns, although there's a silage pit here, it's one of those funny ones that ain't going to work properly. So I started making a load of silage bales. With the idea of just, that's a bit different.
Use them on to store them in, like.
Yeah, and then just feed them silage bales. So that's, like, you know, like you say about going round baling, but it's a pain in the ass to me. But essentially, rapping's a bit more entertaining, and that is a bit of something different than just straight baling and picking them up.
Nothing else is more realistic as well.
Yeah, a bit of variation in it. So
and you could also leave them in the field, but obviously that might affect your slot temp.
Yeah, exactly that. So I've tried to think about feeding different ways. There's main TMR for this barn here. Obviously, this is all robot fed, so you just got to keep stacking that up, and the rest is all just do whatever with, But yeah, like you say, it's been interesting to get on other servers lately.
Here's a question for you. You obviously, like, you always talk about realistic play and stuff. How many sheds have you seen in a robot barn?
But personally, in real life, I haven't done yet. But that's because, really, the last 10 years that I've been out, nearly 10 years, did a harvest in 2019 was my last harvest. But yeah, in terms of dairy world, I've been out of it for nearly 10 years, and so in that time, all this robot milking parlours have come in, all the robot feeders and that. I haven't personally done it, but they are. I can imagine they are out there because there's a lot of big herds out there now because all the small boys weren't competing very well, so the big farms have bought up all the little ones, and then they're doing like 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 head of dairy milkers. Yeah, majority, 9 out of 10 will still be fed manually by TMR and wagon, but there are going to be the big boys out there that have got all these robot feeders. I personally haven't seen one. I should imagine they're bigger, in America, and where you got fucking 10,000 milkers to feed.
They've got a reputation anyway, haven't they?
For what, being mega big or?
Being lazy.
Oh, you can't say that on here. Look at our American chums.
I was only doing it for a reaction.
I know.
I'm sorry, Anthony. But like,
yeah, when you've got 10,000 cattle to feed, 16,000 cattle. Some of these places have got 16,000 cattle to feed, and it takes 8 hours a day to feed them. By the time you start at the beginning, you've got to start feeding back round again. So you can imagine robot systems are massive helps, can't you? You can take a man off a job.
Well developed as well.
But I think it's a lot to go wrong, Joe.
The farming life was always a hard life, you know what I mean? I can remember helping my dad as a young boy on Christmas Eve bagging up cake, caring for the cows.
Yeah,
and I can assure you there was no robot there, eh?
Yeah, no, just a backbreaker, a lot of dust in your face.
And then you've been pens that were the cat or whatever were going to like picky or like trample on you and that, eh? And it was horrific. I think this game as well, sometimes it's not always put that like how like gloom that like trade is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, of course not. This is all rosy on here, isn't it?
Exactly.
But I mean, even in my lifetime, when I started helping on our family farm at home and stuff like that, and then when I sort of went to college at 16. Sparshot Agricultural College in Hampshire, and then went off on a dairy farm in Dorset as a tractor driver, and then sort of ended up my first major big farm was a big farm in Sussex, and that was 1997, and I did till 2000 there, I think it was nearly, or just at the end of 99, and then I had a bit of a car accident, was off out of the game for about a year.
Okay.
And then but I just started working for a big straw contractor, driving fast tracks and shit. It was a wicked job. And then from there, just was doing contracting and bits and pieces around the shop. But in my lifetime, I started off scraping the cattle yard, slurry off the cattle yard with a little Massey Ferguson 230. It did have a cab on it, but that was about it really. Proper old school. It was older than I am now, then. I got to the point where we always had power shifting tractors in my time, but the computers were taking over more and more technical, and you needed at the end of it, some of these fence you literally need an A level in computers to get in the bugger, and it just blew. And of course, obviously, sat nav and GPS steering and field mapping all started coming in. I'm just the worst. You know me, I'm the worst for technology anyway. So let alone trying to do it for a job. And I came out of the game for a few years and did something else. And then when I went back to it, I was like, I can't keep up with this shit. And then ended up, on the construction sites and driving diggers and telescopics and that.
As in the fact that it's developed too much.
Yeah, it's just beyond me. Obviously, if you've grown up with it, like these kids nowadays, they can get on a tractor and that's all they've known. But I used to as we all did. You used to have a gear stick between your legs when you started, and get a sore leg on the clutch, whereas now you can get in a tractor, start it, pull away, go through the gears, stop and turn it off without touching the clutch if you had to. You might have to touch the clutch just to start the machine, It's so different, man. Which is obviously built to create less fatigue for drivers in longer hours. As years have gone by, people are doing more and more hours in the cab and that, and
it's that the equipment that they've got now is expected to do more and more as well,
Oh yeah, one thing has got to do 3 jobs, exactly. Yeah, whereas in the old days, one thing did one job, innit? And
so if you had so you've got a tractor where the thing that you put the straw into, that blows it like a straw blower.
Straw chopper.
That tractor would have maybe a loader on it with a pair of spikes on it, and that's all it's solely used for, is feeding the cow silage.
Yeah. Plus as well, investment in machinery and that and kit and that takes a long time to be able to go and finance or chop in a tractor and go and get, small tractors now are £100,000 plus. These big tractors we're using on here are nearly £500,000 like £300,000-400,000. The combine you're sat in there is £500,000, or more, and yeah, at times it's like anything in life. So technology takes over and it just races away, doesn't it? It's all what's the word?
Yeah,
progress.
You've the interest there, or it's gone, and you're just left behind.
Yeah, that's me, mate. Left behind. But I miss it painfully, But there's no part of me that would really go back to full-time farming. Essentially,
Yeah. So you were take it was well after the stop to the horse and cart then?
Yeah, only just, mate, yeah, only just.
Right, just the players.
Out picking turnips by hand in the frost,
But I can always remember the family being very, very hard, difficult. I can remember going scything.
Yeah.
Taking the thistles off the field, and I can remember going to this old lady's house and saying, basically, can I get a drink of water?
Yeah.
And she was quite high up in the estate, and
yeah.
she just ignored you.
Really, yeah.
And that's what I can remember. It was hard going, Come back and you for sore hands.
Yeah. That's it. I've heard horror stories, back in the day, I say about cutting turnips, my Uncle Tim used to have to cut stuff out of the ground to feed the cattle in the morning before he went to school, and they used to, silage pits, they'd get up in there with a block cutter, which is essentially a fucking great big saw, hand saw, and they'd cut silage off the face of obviously they weren't as big as the bunkers we use nowadays, but they were cutting silage out in blocks to be able to feed the cattle every day. Then they pitchfork that shit into something to take out, we can't imagine it in our time. If you can't get in a tractor and a telescopic now and feed your cattle totally, with machines, something's bloody wrong,
That's it. Disaster there, day. You know what I mean? You've had to go out in maybe 3 hours for them to turn up and fix it.
Yeah, and that's the thing nowadays, like now, if that combine breaks down and no one can get to it with a laptop that comes from class to fix it, that machine, essentially, they've got great backup, don't get me wrong, you very rarely have to wait for long, but that machine is essentially sat in the field, because if you touch it yourself or try and push any buttons or disconnect anything, that's the warranty, under subject.
I tampered it and it's obsolete.
Yeah, it's...
Or if you modded it in any way, shape or form.
It's a catch-22, they need you to spend the money on these kit, but then they've got you tied up in their service packages, So,
I said, all they do is plug it into diagnostics and
talk to the brain and sort it out. Yeah, exactly right. A lot of it's sortable with circuitry and sensors and stuff these days, So, yeah, I sound like a right old bugger, don't I?
Well, that's because you are, is it not?
I am an old bugger. Hang on. Let me just try and save it. Well, I should be doing something useful rather than watching you go up and down the field. Let's move this trailer up a little bit further.
There salads tonight. We could do some salads if you wish.
I might get the other combine and just whack this field off with you.
Got a fair bit to do, eh?
If we just, there's a fucking big field this isn't it? Mind you, where are you now? You're already halfway across it because you've done the headland and a quarter of the field, so that's half the field done already.
Okay. Then they hang about, eh?
Oh, you're flat out, John. Yeah, besides that, it's really only more combining or bloody silage. It's quite nice to have a break from the silage, I think, isn't it? We could always do some hay or something, but that's where you risk crashing, isn't it? You know, but it has to be done at some point.
Yeah, every time after. Or previously, anyway. It'd be good to get like a dedicated server that was a bit, maybe the top half was maybe cereal crops, a couple of fields of grass, you could do silage or grass, hay.
We look at my map now on the screen. You know, that's essentially I've got the top half of the map, and I've kept the bottom half for contracts. But I am going to sell that field 4 because that's just a stupid sized field. Do you think the one you're in now is big? This one's even bigger, and it's just ridiculous. That's what I tried to sell. I might try it now actually. I tried to sell it and it didn't give me the money, so let's try it now. It's worth 1.1 mil. It won't let me because there's something in the field. I can't sell it because I've got these silage bunkers in there, haven't I? That's that idea screwed. I'll just leave it. I'm not going to demolish those.
You just chopping it in, or?
Say again?
So you could just put corn in it and chop it?
Yeah, we could do. That's a fucking mega field, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I could split it up. I could put some hedges through it, couldn't I, and quarter it up, or really split it in half, you know, but...
Grapes?
That's a job for grapes. Sugar beet, yeah.
Or parsnips, or... Oh,
no. Right, I'm going to get the other combine and just give you a hand. Get the baddie one.
3 people watching. I've had 14 views.
Not bad for... Were we on Monday? Oh, it's Tuesday, isn't it? Not bad for a Tuesday night at 10:30. It says 12 are watching right now on my screen. Hello to 12 people watching. Many thanks for...
That's great, eh?
Many people. Thank you. I mean, what was I saying? Thank you very much for clocking in.
Must be doing something right or wrong then, eh?
Yeah. I'd like to know how many. I bet there's like 100,000 videos going on at any one time, isn't it? You know. But it's nice to think that nice to think that somebody's watching somewhere. Fair play to everybody. Fair play to everybody. Yeah, fair play to everybody that subscribed as well, because that's helping loads. Like I say, I don't even pretend to know how algorithms work or what you need to do to get in and out. I'm just chucking it on, having a go at it, and then suck it and see what happens. Not take it too seriously, John A. But I do like your suggestion of merch. We can but dream.
I'm always looking for pen, like you.
Yeah. I'm always short of socks, so it might be an idea.
Socks and pens.
Socks and pens, what a couple of old buckets.
Everybody's watching, they can maybe give us a suggestion. Anyway.
Yeah. Let's have some suggestions in the comments from anybody who's watching as to what merch...
But a paperweight.
In a paperweight. In a dream world, what merchandise would you put out and the Somerset Smith logo. See if we can get someone to come back to us. Don't hold your breath, mind, but yeah.
Do you have anything, no?
Definitely think a wee notebook, yeah. Umbrellas are always a good one, aren't they? You know.
Umbrellas, yeah.
Tara, you got any suggestions for merch in the chat on the screen? Yeah, merch. We've always suggested pens, caps, and socks, and woolly hats for John up in Scotland. Merchandise for my YouTube channel. What would you suggest? Oh, don't start. She said, "I'm going to get a sketchbook and make 100." She's just going to make 100 lists now. Hold off, darling. Hold off. We're just talking a minor suggestion in the chat. Put it on the screen. Tell the world what you think we should put in the merch.
Hopefully a mouse mat for all the PCers.
It has to be non-sexual, ideally, and not child-friendly, because none of my videos should be posted to children with my restrictions. I've put in no, not made for kids, but equally we don't want vibrators and shit. You know, so.
Kids is the future generation of that would be fine.
She just said, yeah, you know that last word I used, not to repeat myself, the V word, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, the tagline for that could be "plough yourself with this." Oh, that's my girl, all over.
Yeah.
I'll meet you in the middle, John, in about 20 minutes.
I'm waiting for you.
There we go. Can you read that on your screen? We've merched definitely socks, hats and t-shirts because they are small items and not too expensive. Yeah, and as I said to John, I'm always running out of socks and he's always losing pens. So, good suggestion.
Don't make pens like they used to. Like, you know, when you can get a pen in like January, like June, July, it's still working.
It had enough ink in it,
Rather
yeah.
you get a pen in January now and you give it to the end of the month and it's beaten the bin 5 times.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, they want a solid pen, don't they? You have to go to a decent manufacturer.
That's a bit like maybe a mouse mat or something. Cups.
Mouse mats, yeah, for people who play this game on PC.
Rucksacks.
Rucksacks, God, the world's our oyster, John.
You know what? Like I'm not going to just take up space and take a piss. I want people to actually use them.
Yeah, exactly.
Gloves. You know what keeping your feet warm with your hands.
Yeah, gloves. Yeah.
I could just go out. We have boots, shoes, trainers. Aye.
Will you go partnership and invest in the business, John?
Yeah. Support that, like.
We need a bit of money up front, son, you know. You start talking about clothes. Here we go, hang on, let's see what Tara said. But you guys drive lorries and trucks, etc. So things that are good for your cabs, like flasks. Flasks, yes! Or travel mugs or key rings. Darling, you're in charge of merch, okay? You can pack the orders, darling, yeah, you love that, wouldn't you? You can do thank you cards, yeah. Wrappings.
Bubble wrap, I'm thinking the bubble wrap, the bubble's going to have to pop.
Should sit there popping the bubble wrap for half an hour first.
I could reuse the books. I mean, it's packaging. Yeah, after she read them, could
Send them on. Mate, if you're ever interested in watching a really good YouTuber, there's Ollie Harrison, Ollie Blogs on YouTube. I think I've mentioned him before to you.
Right.
He's a bloke, he's an arable farmer up near, well, it's essentially near Liverpool, somewhere near the major airport in Liverpool, but I ought to know really, but he's made a video. He started 5 years ago, right? He took his phone out of his pocket, walked around the farm, said about what he was going on, what he was doing, posted it, bang. 5 years later, he's obviously been sponsored by YouTube and various other people. He's one of the people that are organising these main big rallies in London lately to do with the inheritance tax for farmers and stuff, all the political stuff. He's gone from driving his tractor and his combine every year to having someone drive his combine now because he's too busy running around trying to save the agriculture industry in London and all over the country. And that, even going abroad a bit, and that is mega. But yeah, it's a really good insight. You know, it's a daily blog. What's going down on the farm? You know, they've just renewed their tractors and gone from green 724s and 728 fence to blacks. They got a pair of twin black fence. They got a big quad track and shit like that, big Lexion combine and that. And he's diversified into not biogas, but like sort of green energy. So he does a lot of wood chip and that to heat boilers to dry his grain with on the farm. And they do contract grain drying, so other people bring their grain from elsewhere. You know, and you can dry it cheaply by using biomass. You know, it's so interesting, mate. Yeah, and you can see other farms developed over the years. But yeah, it's really interesting and really typical. So I'd definitely check it out. It's called Ollie Blogs. Let's get a trailer. God damn. Oh, it's probably going to save. Hang on. This one, no. It's a bit of a shame we've got 12 people watching and nobody's put any suggestions for merchandise on the chat. It'd be really good to see what funny stuff other people might suggest we make as merchandise. If we were in a dream world and this channel was to just go mental. We've done socks, we've done mugs, we've done pens. What was you suggested, Tara? Oh, flasks. Oh, sexy pin-up calendars. Yeah, don't start John on that. You'll get carried away.
Depends who's on it, way.
Busty wrenches next to tractors. They're spread all over the front tyres and shit. Yeah. All over the weight blocks and that. Yeah, now you're talking.
Cool bag to keep our beer cool.
Cool bags so you keep your sandwiches cool and shit in the cab during harvest time. Absolutely. Like I say, you've got a flask for. No, not at all, dear.
Utensils for barbecues and forks, knives and spoons and stuff, so you can kind of eat good food on the go, healthy food on the go.
Yeah, man.
When you're enjoying your food, you're thinking about you at the same time, so I'm saying.
For sure.
Best of both worlds.
Watching my shorts. Not my shorts, my YouTube shorts.
I like to really rephrase that one, eh?
Correct yourself quickly. How full is your trailer, mate?
I feel like I have no idea.
You're not emptied into that one over there recently. I suppose you've got a bigger tank now, haven't you? say when it's full.
Too far away.
When it's full, mine's full as well, so we'll go back and tip them together if you want. Get the convoy situation on.
Definitely. Have you tried to make hay on this map then since?
I've made hay on my own, it's perfectly fine, but as you know, it's always the multiplayer aspect which risks the kick, doesn't it? But to be fair, mate, we can have a go at it if you want after this, if you've got time. I'll just make sure we save it during the process, do you know what I mean?
It would be interesting, like, just to...
Yeah, because it's the rake that always seems to be the issue, doesn't it? I don't think it's the mower anymore, I think it's the rake now. And also keeping it down. I've mowed at 27 mile an hour, that's fine all day long, but I won't rake at 27 mile an hour, you know, the old little cheat you got, because that seems to...
I didn't realise you could actually use the windrower, class windrower, with a double X.
Yeah, the same as the mower, you can double tap X and it'll do 27 mile an hour, but...
This is a bit seared there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a tidy job, mate. I mean, it's alright on the straight roads and that, but yeah, if you don't get it quite right, you have to... It's better to overlap and take less grass and make a slightly smaller swath if you're going to do it. Do you know what I mean? Rather than trying to get a maximum width, that's when you start leaving bits behind. But yeah, it definitely works on that as well. I think it's the only two things that it does work on. But yeah, it speeds the job up no end, you know, if you're mowing at double the speed. I can't see you in the car because you're right behind my dashboard screen. So. "13 people watching, still no one's firing any merchandise suggestions at us. Come on, guys. Interaction."
I can take horse to water, but can't make it drink it, eh?
How is everybody who's watching? Who is watching? I bet they're all our subscribers, I expect. Anybody want to say hi? Or am I being too forward? Talk to me, guys. Come on, sell me.
Way, people know where they stand with you.
It's better than going backwards, John.
Definitely.
Aye.
Cutting all that canola, eh? What would you just say, like, cutting it all? I need to let everyone do it all.
End up in a heap. Bless you. Tara's famous during my YouTube lives because she'll very often sneeze in it. You know, they're like, no, it's fine, absolutely fine, dear. There we go. She said now, cool bags, that's a good one, yeah. Pocket notebooks, you said that, didn't you?
Oh, no pads.
Boiler work suits. And I missed the last bit about wenches again, darling. What was that? You're keen on the wenches, aren't you? Okay. Did you hear that, John?
I certainly did not.
No, so she says boiler suits and stuff, you know, like overalls and that for when you get greasy and dirty and shit. And then she definitely thinks that the wenches annual calendar is the way forward.
That's a good bother.
We could do north, south, east and west, couldn't we? Scottish wenches. Southwest wenches. You could be my little wench, darling, any day. Eastern, you know, from London side of the world. I know, dear. would be a dream world, wouldn't it? As I said to John, we need about 100,000 subscribers before we started going down the route of merch. I reckons.
I'm just trying to make you better off. I'm not really fussed.
I appreciate that, love. I appreciate that. Yeah, but I think the aim is to be. And what is it now? You've got to have 100,000. Is it 100,000 subscribers before you'll get any monetization? You know, they've upped their game massively. You don't just get to 1,000 subscribers.
I think you've got to do something different to the other YouTubers and stuff as well, eh?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think we've got it in the bag, mate. You know, a Scottish and Somerset duo. That silage, I mean, that silage lineup the other day was just fucking mint for me. That was a class moment, I've got to say. I'm glad I managed to make it. I messed about with it. I was so crap at YouTube and what to do with my phone and all that shit and videos. It took me all day to work out that I could press remix and make it into a short. I was like, how the hell do I get it into short? I just couldn't find the option. And bang, press remix. It's like, do you want to load this up as a short? I'm like, yeah. So yeah, I really need. I'm not the sort of person who'll sit down like Tara. If she wants to learn something, she'll go and get 6 books, sit herself down, do 20 fucking videos on it, you know, and know what she's doing within an hour or half a day. I'm like, oh, I'll just wing it, you know, and hope for the best.
Yeah, but if you're doing it that way, at least it's just off the cuff stuff. It's not planned. It's like if you plan a night out and you get an unexpected night out. The unexpected night out for seas, I mean, it's a lot better than what a planned night out.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Roll with it, isn't it, as they say. Go with the flow.
And if you plan something that doesn't work out, you're quite fed up. You're quite upset. You're thinking hay next then, or you've got another field you've got to combine?
Yeah, I reckon wrap that canola field up, sort of take everything back to the yard like we do, and then we'll do a bit of hay, shall we? I'm gonna do the same thing again, just pick it up loose and fill that hay loft back up. See how far we get with that. Yeah, see how far we get with that. Just do it close to home, the 2 fields closest to farm. And then if you want to go mad and we don't get kicked if it doesn't crash too much, we could always go on and do, is it field 20 across the river? That little long one, you know, that you can make into a field with all the trees.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we can make bales out there, can't we? There's a little patch of grass then. Let's have a look what it is. So we've got 20, so we've got 10 and the one below it on the bank. Then we've got 20 across the river, 13's a little block. And then we've got I've made 41, 42 and 43 into one field. 26 is grass, so there's like a belt of grass all the way along there. But what I don't want to do is go too mad on bales without making enough silage bales and wrapping them.
Yeah. Especially when you've got as many animals.
Yeah, right. What am I doing wrong here?
So the sheds that you've got, what's the maximum capacity that it can hold? Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm maxed out, mate. I've got to start selling this now. There's only a couple of loads in it. It's only your load and mine.
What about that wee shed at the dairy?
I don't think it's worth it. I hardly ever use what's out there. I'm probably using, you know, less than a ton at a time. That's very rarely. So it's just a bit.
Right, you've got a full tractor on that as well.
Yeah, well, we'll bring it up to the sell point of the BGA. To be fair, we've only got 9 grand in the bank, so every little helps at the moment.
Where did that come from?
A load of canola. It was a full load. What was that? 69 grand.
That's good going, eh?
Oh mate, if only that was that real life price, that price in real life, you know. But, yeah, that's not bad. And that's sell all mod. Like, it's not ripping the arse out of it. It only gives you 50 quid more a ton. By no means is it like, oh, it gives you shitloads of money. It's just the best place at the moment on the map to sell. And like I say, you can put everything in there from wool, milk, you know, and crops and that. So yeah, wood, whatever you want in there. So that's because I didn't restart and rebuild this map. I haven't got a dairy on it, you see. So I had to have somewhere to put my milk, you know.
Right.
So yeah, it's a bit of a cheat, but you know, it saves. You know, would you? I expect you would, because you've got more brains than me. But would you delete all this to start again for the risk of the odd crash now and again? I just can't bring myself to do it.
You don't think you'd maybe like do it better though? You don't think you'd be on other people's servers and stuff and see what they've done? And
I think the problem is with me. I mean, I would change the area where I've put like the cattle buildings and stuff. Only the little cows and the pigs, that area there, and I'd spread that out a bit because it's a bit jam packed down there. But otherwise, I would literally go through and put everything in the same place again. But it's just having the heart to do it, you know. I mean, it might make an interesting video. Big Oakbridge restart, you know, just start building it all from scratch and that. But I don't know. It gets a bit same old, doesn't it? You know. I mean, what am I gaining?
you'd have your main area. You could have that right behind the shop. You know what I mean? I've seen people put silage bunkers in there and stuff. And they can do stuff like that way.
Yeah.
Field 10 seems to be where everybody puts the silage bunkers. So I would basically say, right, I'm not going to copy that idea.
No, I would definitely. That's why I've held off, and you know, I only slightly building into that field with cattle barns because I needed something without spreading that into any other fields. It's quite level there as well. I didn't have to do too much groundwork, but yeah, I wouldn't fill that with bunkers like other people have. You know, try and do something a little bit different. But yeah, you're right. Maybe I could do it one day. But I think I told you, I'm hanging on for another decent map to come out. As soon as there's another decent map, ideally English, or just a good European map, then this one will sit quiet and I'll start all over again on something else, you know.
Right, okay. Even if you could do, like, say, field 45, and we put, like, sheds in there, I'll know that it's a bit of like, steep terrain. You could obviously level that out and, like, ears, and do it that way.
Yeah, well, you know, something we might even be able to put our heads together and do it.
There's also been, like, people, like, made 44 and they, like, their base and stuff, but I think just something different, eh?
Yeah.
You know, even if you could do, like, field 11 as your base.
I'll tell you who would make a bloody
Not a
good...
big field.
I'll tell you who would make a really good map and do stuff in a random place would be Steve, you know, Phoenix, or Phoenix's dad, Steve, MX150. Because do you remember when...
And the reason I say field 11 is you're close to the shop and you're like, the wee rat run between 13 and 14 up to, like, you know, in the, like, between 15 and 16 as well, right up through.
Yeah. Did you ever go on 22 on Phoenix's, I keep saying Phoenix, but there's no Steve's map on Elm Creek?
Oh yeah.
And he put his main yards and his silage pits and his dairy farm. How the hell he did it? But he sunk the ground. Can you remember looking at the map in your head, like sort of, you know where my farm was, in the top right hand corner of Elm Creek? and there's that flyover, isn't there? That bridge. You go across the bridge as if you're going across the top of the map. He sunk the ground and stuck all his farm in there by the flyover bridge there. You know how he done it? I just don't know, but yeah, he would be a good chap to come on and get to build for you. I haven't caught up with him for ages.
Because your bypass or your road kind of split your top in the bottom half of the map, eh?
Yeah. Just give Steve a shout out, actually.
That was a good map as well.
Yeah, Concrete. Yeah. That was another one for everyone doing lots of different interesting builds on, wasn't it? You know, we all had a different map, didn't we? I think we all had different spots for our farms as well. Yeah, as much as it was sort of flat in the bottom, it was hilly in the top, wasn't it? So it was quite a good mix. Whipping that way far too forward. If you when you fold your header up, I'll bring it back with a trailer, mate. All right, with a tractor, sorry. If you bring it up to the top of the field. I'm going to go back the roadway. John's just going to cut across the cultivated field. That's John. I can't believe I didn't know about the realistic beacon sort of effect. Oh, nice when you put it in like that, sweet, mate. Yeah, for ages, and then randomly discovered it on a YouTube video.
Say that, sorry.
I said I never realised about the the reflection, the realistic reflection on the beacons, or is that it the other way around, where it didn't do the sort of the sort of reflection light?
Good the way.
This video is good. There was a nice touch in it, especially in the dark. It's a bit tight now.
I've not had permission to get fixed here.
It's alright, I'll leave it outside for now, have a shuffle around later. Trash and junk. Yeah, where's my washer gone? So that was someone come on the game.
I don't know, you've not done much work. Yours is pretty clean, to be fair, eh?
Yeah, that's I only did like 2 rows in there or something.
The worst?
I'm pissing about trying to pull the washer. I've knocked it over now. Alright, just gonna stay on top of it, so.
Just at the one?
Yeah. I don't think it's a flick off, does it? Just knock the pressure washer over. I don't know how to get it over, and it's right way up.
Seems like that you can do with a strap on, eh?
Oh, yes.
Big bag of lifter. You don't know what you're doing there?
Don't even know how it rolled over, mate. Just pulled it backwards and it just went.
Is it to the other side?
Hey?
You try taking it to the other side?
I haven't, no.
You could have tidied yourself up, eh? You look like a right scrub.
I see you got the tweed on tonight, have you? And the salmon shirt.
Always.
And you've had a shave.
Oh, I certainly have.
Fuck me, here's me with me stubble and me shirt and boots. Sorry, John. I'll make more effort next time.
Well, you've got dirt in the back of your shirt and all. You got a jacket you can put on.
It's June, darling, isn't it? It's warm.
It's only for June, no, eh?
How am I going to get this bloody thing on its back then? I reckon a loader wouldn't even do it, would it? Yeah, I'll wash this off in the meantime. Drag it with the plough, nice move. It worked.
I'll show you how to work it.
Yeah, I'll be back in 2 seconds, literally just parking at the combine.
What are you doing with my combine?
Just parking it up, dude. Did you roll it over with the plough then, did you? Oh, the combine's washed, mate.
On its edge.
I've washed the combine off.
What you do then?
It just looks so weird, doesn't it? The angle of operation here. Slow motion running. It's not a run, it's not a walk, it's a lollop, isn't it? A lollop.
Watch. I was going to hit you there, but I thought better not.
Right. Nice one. Yeah, I bought that little 7 Series fence tonight as well. That'll do. If I left a lorry somewhere, I think I've dumped a lorry somewhere, haven't I? That might leave. Right.
Yeah.
Right, I've got the
No
mower.
mini one there.
Okay.
Right.
If we do some hay first, we'll just make just pick the swaths up with the forage wagon. In fact, it's up to you. Do you want to mow? I don't mind what I do. I'll just have a tidy up a minute. Tractor in the field. So field. If you go for the one below field 10, this side the river on the bank, if you start with that one. In fact, you might as well do, might as well do 10 as well. Starting 10 if you want. It's the biggest one, isn't it? Starting 10 if you want, because it's the biggest one, isn't it?
The one on the slope.
The one here on the one on the left here, field 10, next to the farm. Because that way, actually, if we get halfway across it and I've got enough, I've filled the hay loft, I've only got to start baling the second half of the field. We might be able to get it all done in one field. Do you know what I mean? So the field here, look, the biggest field, the one that everyone builds their bunkers on. You know, we talked about it earlier.
You want it swath dropping?
Yeah, it's just dropping the swaths, it'll be fine. We'll just head it out. Just set the cultivator up again in that field we just finished. Right, quick save, mate.
What a place to put a solar panel, eh?
What's up?
A solar panel right in this corner of that field.
Yeah, it's a useless bit of ground, isn't it?
It's even more useless when you're trying to turn as well, eh?
Yeah, it's fucking tight there, isn't it? There's no point. You're never going to cut up in that corner anyway, so.
Once you know it's there, it's fine.
I'll remove it for you, Johnny, because.
Oh, no, it's fine. Help me now, like.
Yeah, to be fair, what was I going to say? I can't remember. I've done it once before. I can't remember how much it takes to fill that hay loft, like what field wise. You know what I mean? It might be worth you if you just go on and start that field on the right hand side, even if you take the headland off, like go around 3 times or something. Yeah.
Going on the other side of the water.
No. Well, yeah, you can do, but we got a bloody great big field here. Look, right next to us. But if you want to make it interesting, yeah, if you want to make it interesting, go and cut that other one then across the side of the road then, all right, or across the river. It's a bit more of a feature to that one, isn't
Okay.
there? So cut this one and the one opposite it then, and then we'll see how far we get with that. But yeah, I should be able to get what I want done and get back on the tedder for you. But we've got 2 trailer loads of canola out in the field to sort out in a minute. So.
Maybe better to have wide spread rather than swath open.
It's either or, isn't it, really? It's either or. Still going to be tethered that, mate. It's up to you. Do it whatever you want. Change, put it to swath, put it to spread on the next field if you want to. This old tractor's on 42 hours now. It's getting on a little bit. 7 grand to service.
This farm for 42 hours.
No, this tractor, fuck me, I'll be on this farm for 300 hours, I think. It's like ridiculous, like 200 hours, between 200 and 300 hours. But no, it's the same, this big fence, the 1050 is on 42 hours now. Which is nothing in real life.
Really weak, 42 hours on that big fence.
Yeah.
Right like that, second hand.
No, brand new, mate. That's the oldest tractor. I think it's the highest hours on the farm. I'll just tip that last load of canoe loads in the field and start tending behind you. You're going to go for that one, eh?
It's good when you come to this field, there's not even any lane assist.
Yeah, I know. Even though I've created the field, ploughed it, made it, and that, it doesn't give you, well, it hasn't given me any rights to put a worker in it or anything, even though I created the field, ploughed it from scratch. Don't know what that's all about.
I just says no field detected.
Yeah, no. You have to do it old school, Johnny.
Yep.
Right, I might save, hang on. Right, one last one of those.
We're going to start heading.
I was just tipping that last. I've got the worker cultivating that field.
You that idea, did you?
Well, no, you buggered off and left 2 tractors and trailers, well, a tractor and trailer with my tractor and trailer in the field. So I'm just tipping those 2 loads, John, and I'll be straight back to tear that behind you.
To be fair though, I only ever seen the combine over there. You brought the tractors and trailers over, so
okay.
Theory.
Yeah, I suppose I should return them even though they were serving your combine, isn't it? Yeah. Quite right, John. It's fine.
To combine yourself,
mate, I'll take care of this shit. You just come and drive the tractors for me. It's all right. That's the way it works. I'll just give you a slightly less of an hourly rate, right? I'll knock a bit off your overtime hours.
I take you to the union anyway. What is citizen advice tomorrow?
Well, I'm only joking. I won't cut your wages, really.
Cut my wages with a hand left anyway.
Mate, you need to start saving up to invest in the merch side of the business.
Yeah. And then you'll have an excuse not to work.
Yeah. You can just subcontract it all out, look.
Somerset Smith was here when the work was elsewhere, eh?
Yeah, just delegate, mate, you know.
Yeah. Oh, you've totally taken the paint off that trailer as well.
Yeah. Skagged it. Right. Let's get on the tedder before the boss starts cracking the whip at me.
You finished testing it?
I'm just starting. Do you know what? Okay, I'm going to go for a cigarette. I wonder if I can put a work on this. I suppose I can I? Put a work on it. You can cock it up for a bit and I'll come and take over.
So after this field, you want me to do 23?
I don't think we're going to need to be honest, mate. Not for hay. Yeah. Are you nearly finished? Well, you're not nearly finished mowing yet, are you?
I've nearly finished this field anyway.
Have you?
Top 10.
Let's put the rake on then, mate, if you can. Have you got yourself a drink yet?
Not yet.
That might be an idea, isn't it? You'll be passing out on me.
Feels like it's the Sahara Desert.
You're a bit dry. Yeah, I'm going to go for a ciggy. I'm going to start to work on this. And then...
Well, let's be honest, who's actually boss this farm now? Like,
we can regroup. No, I'm just making suggestions. Yeah, at the end of the day, you can do what you want, really. You know. It's just but yeah, you wanted to make some hay, so
start mowing and start doing this and start doing that.
What I don't want to do is go mowing shitloads of grass, you know, and then I can't make as many bales because I've still got to make straw bales yet. The silage bales, you know. And I reckon if time we rode up, if we row up the little field that you did first, and then pick it up with a forage box, and then see how filled that loft is, we might only end up baling that other field straight away, you know. How far have you got going? Oh, you're nearly done that. Despite all the chatting, you're nearly done that. Did you put it in the old 27 or not? Did you go for speed or not? Speed cutting or not? John?
Sorry, what are you saying?
Yeah, did you put it in speed cut or not?
No.
No, just taking it steady like. At least you're respecting the machinery.
Well, I don't need to rush because you're not rushing.
Right, I'll leave that there a minute. Right, I'm going to go for a fag. Don't forget yourself a little drink there, John. Maybe a little snack or something. Get yourself a snack. You know, we've got another hour in us, haven't we? Surely.
I don't know. An hour 4 if you can make it that long.
Oh, fuck that. Right, I'll see you in a minute. I won't be long. I'll be quicker than last time, I think.
One less than sugar beet.
Right, I'm back, boss.
Alright, okay. I'll go for the right now then.
Alright.
Or I might just do this 3 or 4 and then go for the right.
I'm going to try a different tactic. I reckon loads of people that are watching us are on mute. Fucking hell, John, did you mow that field as well?
What field?
The field you're in?
Yeah.
Alright, that's the last field to mow then, alright?
I've already done field 23, been away that long?
Yeah, well, okay, that will definitely be the last one to, if we don't bale it, we'll clamp it, alright?
Okay, boss, what do you say, boss?
No, I'm just saying, we'll end up with shitloads of bales in.
You know what I'm like? I just get carried away.
Yeah, you just non-stop, aren't you? Give a dog a bone.
So when you open a packet of sweeties, yeah, or a packet of biscuits, Jaffa cakes, right? You open a packet of Jaffa cakes. You say to yourself, right, I'm just going to have one, right? And before you know, you've ate the whole 12 in that one sleeve.
Yeah.
But the problem doesn't lie there. The problem lies the fact you've got a triple pack. So you start again, or just have the one. And before you know where you are, you've had another 12 Jaffa cakes. You're thinking,
Yeah. You feel a bit, feel a bit sick then after that, what do you think?
Thanks.
Mate, when I give up drinking, I used to eat sweets like they're coming out of fashion, mate. That and bloody energy drinks. I've wound in the sweet.
The energy drink for you?
No, it was just a little phase. Well, I'm pretty addictive, no matter what it is. So I burnt that phase out, and I dropped the sweets. Very rarely have sweets now and again. Bit of chocky now and again. Yeah, loves a bit of chocky. I'm a fucker for biscuits, mind. But yeah, not the energy drinks on the edge. That's never good for you, is it? So, but now I'll have one every other day or something like that, you know. But yeah, Jaffa cakes never really been my thing, really. I'll eat them, you know. This is an interesting chat for everybody, isn't it? Fucking hell.
But is it a cake or is it a biscuit?
I guess it is a flat cake, isn't it? It's one of those, isn't it? It's too soft to be. It's too soft to be a biscuit, isn't it? You know? Right, so what we got here? 16 people watching, listen to us talk about bloody biscuits, isn't it? I still haven't had anybody. I still haven't had anybody sort of say, "Oi, we're watching," like, you know. I'm going to write on the screen now and see if I can get someone to say hello.
We've 5 likes, so.
Oh, that's something, isn't it?
I think you can get maybe I'll get 2 likes.
Post that if we get to see someone might say hello, yeah.
63 subscribers.
Yeah, mate, I only had. Remember when you helped me and the other guys helped me get up to 50 subs so I could go live? What was that? Less than a week ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I've had a couple.
Quite good going, eh?
Quite good, mate. Yeah, like I say, I've had 1,000 views. You know when it tells you how many views you've had over 7 days, and it keeps rolling, doesn't it? So every day, you know, it changes, right? I probably had nearly not quite 1,000 views in the last 7 days, for instance, you know. But that's across everything, across videos, shorts, and lives, you know. So it's just nicely bubbling away there. Very, very grateful. Appreciate it very much, everybody who's bothered to spend time either watching or playing with us or pressing that like button. And obviously subbing as well, it's great. Who knows, mate, we might even get on that merch store one day, you never know. We'll be pumping mugs and socks and pens out like no tomorrow.